at least once every single year, I find myself getting hooked on a mobile gacha game. Since we're in 2026 now, it's time for this year's game. And that game is Arknights Endfield, a game that I've been playing for the past 7 days. So in this video, I'm going to go over how I found those 7 days, and mainly and most importantly, how far have I managed to progress the account within those 7 days. And this definitely is going to be a casual take on this kind of game. I play these games extremely casually. I've put in 20 hours since the game came out. I've not been playing it non-stop. I've played it when I can, around work, around life. And I want to just kind of showcase that if you're not on it all the time, you're not grinding all the time, you're roughly putting in an average amount of hours. I put in 20. How far can you progress your account within the 7 days? And also, is the game worth it? Now, before we get into all the minor details of the progression systems and whatnot, I just have to say from the get-go that the reason it's 20 hours during a work week is because I've absolutely loved this game. I've genuinely just enjoyed playing through the story, doing all the different systems that are in this game, and I've not felt stressed at any stage about trying to catch up or trying to pull on the gacha system. In fact, I've not even pulled on it that much. But overall, I've just found this to be a really enjoyable experience. I enjoy the combat, I enjoy the gameplay, and the general pacing of the game so far. With all that said, it's actually time to go through the account and see where we're at. Now, what I like about this instantly is I could just swap from mouse and keyboard really easily, but the account right now is currently, if I'm in my big head, is currently sat at 37, and I feel like that's good progression. There's only really a need in this game to actually hit account level 45, so the fact that we are only 1 away at this stage from hitting the max level of authority rewards that you can get right now is pretty good in the 7-day period. I don't know how regularly content's going to come out though, but we are at 37. I think I'll hit 45 very quickly into my 2nd week of playing the game. Along with that, the max level I can currently take my operators to is level 60, and I don't have anyone there yet. The resources to take them to level 60 is quite difficult. If I was giving any tips to someone starting this game out, is without a shadow of a doubt, pick 4 people who you want to kind of build up, because I have Li Feng here, who is... he's close. I'm going to have him to 60 by the end of my play session today, but the rest of the team are only at 40. And I'm not really pushing them anytime soon in order for progression. So, but what you'll see is I've got a few people at 40, and it's a common mistake that I make every single time I play a gacha game, because the #1 rule should be just pick a team and build it. You've got finite resources. I don't seem to be capable of that, and I built actually a few people. But in general, Perlica, Antal, and Akakuri are all people who I think are going to be in an endgame team that I'm planning to build if I pull the banner character right now. So it's good investment in my opinion. But this is the team that I'm currently running. I managed to pull Li Feng, and I also managed to pull Ember. Ember was the first of the 6 stars I pulled, and on that, this game has a bit of a weird system that it has 6 stars, 5 stars, and 4 stars. But anyway, that's the system that they've gone with. But that led me down the path of building Li Feng, and then I had to bring in the pan, because there's a giant panda with a wok on his back. I'm a chef. I've got to bring in this panda. And then last but not least in the team, I've got Wolfguard. He's basically going to be part of a complete different team. I want this to be a physical team. I was going to put the administrator in there, but I actually think that in the long run, I want Chen to go in there. So she's someone I'm going to build in the future, but right now, just don't have the resources to build her and put into this Li Feng team. But that's the team. That's the levels as things stand right now. Now, in terms of gear, I could do blue gear, level 36 gear, which I don't think is too bad. The gear system in this game, as I keep playing it, is really... was different to any other kind of game, because you farm, you create and craft the gear sets here using resources that you get from your factory, which I will have zero slander about in the comments. It's a bit of a mess at the minute, but we're working on it. We're trying. I've made all of this. I have done 0 blueprints. This is about 5 hours worth of gameplay as well, by the way, people. So, oh man, I left that there. But this is about 5 hours worth of gameplay. So that should be applauded. You're going to lose a lot of time. You'll see when we get to the story point of where I actually am in the story that there's a lot of time put into this factory building system. It's wild to me that this isn't a gacha game, but it's a really good addition in my opinion. But I do understand that if you don't like this kind of thing, this might put you off massively. You can get blueprints for everything. That means you will never have to do really any of this stuff apart from the introductory stuff. But I don't want to play that way right now. I want to kind of learn it for myself and learn stuff. So this is where the factory is at. Look, the factory, factory in, it's doing what it needs to do right now. We're farming resources. And the only resource I really care about right now is getting that next level of gear. But yeah, that's where the factory is at. And really, this was a big mistake over here, but I just pumped all of this into creating these blood packs just so that I could sell them in the outpost management because you get extra unit prices. I couldn't do the B, but I could do the C, and I literally just go in every time and trade to get this stock points up. So it might seem stupid that I'm doing that, but that just sits there and ticks over and keeps creating these blood packs for me to get these stock bills. And these stock bills, you could spend them on upgrading the amount of size you're going to have on different kind of gear and stuff, and just lots of different resources at this stage in the game. I don't want to touch into it too much. I have currently unlocked 2 of the outposts. I don't know how many there is, but I imagine there's going to be more because as we get to this section, and that's where I am at in the story, I am currently at the eve of battle. So Chapter 1, apparently, I played majority of this game on PlayStation and with controller. That's where I felt a bit more comfortable, but I've just 20 hours. Maybe I'm playing the game really slow, but I've been going around picking up every damn chest I can find. I reached level 34, which is where you can continue the quest. So basically, these kind of games normally gate you, and this game is no different. You're gated, but I've never really felt much of a gating. This was the first mission where I had to hit a certain level, which I was only 1 behind. I was 33, but I hit 34 and I still haven't finished chapter 1. I don't even know how many damn chapters are in this game. When I look at regions, I have unlocked 4 more regions other than the hub, so I already feel like I'm making good progress. But I think when I sit down and play through the story next, like, we'll kind of see where I'm at. But that's where I am currently at with the story. And when it comes to the story, I'll just touch on it a little bit. I actually have really enjoyed the story so far. The pacing is, it's a little bit slow, but I'm expecting that. I came into that with a gacha game. I thought I'd be gated. I thought the story progression would be slow, especially usually at the launch of a gacha game. And this kind of game, you would just be put in a position where there actually isn't that much story. But I've actually really enjoyed the story that I've played so far and the worlds that I've seen so far. Graphically, I have to talk about it. This is the prettiest graphical game I've ever seen. I feel like I'm watching an anime, and I'm new to this whole kind of world and this kind of style of game in the last couple of years. So I'm like new into this, but I'm really enjoying it. The graphics, I think, are really good in this game, and the art style is great. I haven't stumbled upon a character yet that just annoys me or is just like that typical anime annoying ass character, usually like a kid that just pisses you off the entire time. Not met that, not seen that in this game yet, and to be 20 hours in and not have that is a really good feeling. Yeah, the story really good, but again, the story does have that element that it does feel a touch generic with the amnesia thing of, we've got amnesia and I'm a great hero, but I just don't know it and I have to remember everything. So I don't know where the story's going to go, but I just wanted to touch on the fact that I'm really enjoying the story as things stand, and I feel like I'm just going to enjoy it more and more the more that I play the game. Now, I think that's probably it in terms of the big stuff. The protocol pass, I am up to level 29. I did miss a day. I played on launch, or whatever the launch is considered in the UK, and then I played every day, but had to miss 1 day because of the workload. But I've only played for 7 days, if that makes sense. I think the only other thing to show would be the headhunting, and as you can see, I've done all of these pulls whenever I've got them for the basic headhunting, and the game does give you a guaranteed 6-star, which I got Ember. If anyone, I really wanted Last Right, but I've completely changed my mind now. I'm really happy with Li Feng and Ember, and Ardelia you get for free. I want Pugman next. He, without a doubt, will fit in this team, and Last Right now is the least likely character that I want to pull. Now, when it comes to the limited banner, the one thing to know about the limited banner, we have 8 days left on it. And at 120 pulls, you do guarantee getting Levitain, I think it is. Or Levitain. You guarantee it, but you have to have 120 pulls. They don't carry over. So I haven't done any pulls yet. I'm at 18k of this currency. 17 of these, 4 of them. If I get to 120, I will pull for her. If I don't get to 120, I just won't pull for her. I did one pull and then found out this information, so I count my lucky stars that I looked into how the pulling mechanic works. You do have, like, different caps along the way. It's a little bit more confusing, so when you hit 30, I think there's, like, a 25% chance or something that you can get a 6-star, and then 60 and then 90, so... And those do carry over. You can always lose the 50-50, but they carry over, I think, to the next banner. So you could get her early, quite early, but I'm just not risking it. If I have 120, she fits perfect. And I mean perfect into a team that I have. But if I don't get her after the 8 days, I'm not going to be upset. There's one thing I've found in this game so far, and that is that you can use most of the units, and you're going to have a lot of fun with them. I haven't felt at any stage that I'm struggling because I'm using the units I'm using. I think you can make team comps with so many different characters in this game that if you don't get the limited character, you know, it's not going to hurt you that much. Will that continue that way? Because these games, it doesn't normally. There's a lot of power creep in gacha games, but hopefully that's how this goes. I'm completely free to play. I plan on staying completely free to play. I don't know, though. Sometimes these games sink their teeth in quite hard. But the plan for me right now is definitely to stay free to play. But that's it. That's it for the video. I just wanted to showcase after 7 days. If I stay consistent on this game, I might do after a month and just show the kind of progression of an account if you're playing as a casual player. But yeah, if you're playing it, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the game. And if you think that this will be one of the gachas that stands the test of time, I actually do. I think it's going to be another Withering Waves in the sense that we actually see this one stick around and continue to grow. I'm hoping that's the case anyway, because this is the most fun I've had on a gacha for a long time. But that's it for me. You want more content, smash subscribe. You know what to do. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next video.